Welcome back to NC Bass, and today we're on Lake Norman, Tuesday tournament. It's still dark. It's 7 to 12, 3-fish limit. We probably got 20 plus boats here today. I don't know, it's not like a huge crowd, but there's still a lot of people here. The lake has been just terrible apparently the last few weeks. I mean, we've been getting hit hard by tournaments. 9-something won the Cat Trail tournament on Sunday, which is just as low as I've ever seen it. 32 pounds for 3 days, won the Toyota FLW tournament out of here, and that's one reason the lake's been getting hit so hard. The Big Bass Tour tournament before that with tons of people on the lake. So the lake's been getting hit hard, and the fish aren't biting, but they're going to start biting eventually. And if it was so bad last weekend, they might start biting now. This lake's kind of like that. If it's really off one day, it's probably going to be really on the next day. But it could still be tough. And I think I've been rushing the fish. I think they're in very back of pockets. There's probably still a bunch of fish on the main lake. Most of the fish are probably on the main lake. They're just scattered right now. It's early fall is usually tough, but I can't believe how low the weights are. Hopefully the little fish are biting, and maybe we can catch the numbers today. I'll be happy with that. I'm hoping the fluke's going to work. This time of year, the fluke works really good. Probably take 7 pounds to win a day for 3 fish, maybe 8 pounds. I mean, you never know. I just hope I can go out here and catch some fish, especially on top water. So it's going to be really calm today, but the wind's going to pick up later in the day, so I might stay all day, depending on how the fish are biting. Hopefully they're biting good today. Let's see how it goes. Fish. I mean, first cast on the bridge. He's tiny. I mean, tiny. You can tell if he's on there still. He's not, yeah. He's so small I can't even tell if he's on there. God, there we go. Something on top water too at that. He's a tiny one. But he's a largemouth. Hopefully we can catch a bunch on top water. This is gonna be my last main lake spot before I start moving back in this creek. He's tiny. The right species, it's not the right size. Tiny. Get to any size, one has to be 14. Better get rid of him if I'm going to have any chance. I mean, tiny. This is why I usually catch on the main lake lately. So. What's down there, guys? There's a bunch of something down there. It's always perch, but I guess they're tiny spots. Well, that explains why I can't get them on top water. They're 10 foot down. Another tiny guy. I got nibbled like 3 times. I just went over a huge bait ball. Just saying there's no shad back here, but there's shad back here. They're just down there, as you guys can see. They're just on the bottom. There's only a few fish. It's mostly shad. Another tiny one. It's been a struggle. It's almost halfway, almost a midday update, and I can't even catch a keeper. Oh, man. Oh, they're busting bait right there. That one felt a little bigger. Oh, they're going crazy. Oh, that's probably what I'm missing, guys. I mean, I lost 2 swim baits, and I keep getting a bite every cast. I'm missing them on the fluke too, and then throw out the blade bait and catch one of those. There's a bunch of shad here. I've seen some bigger shad, but maybe they're all that size. A bunch of fish too. There's probably some big ones with them, maybe. That feels a little better. Or not. Yeah, I'm not gonna catch anything on the blade bait. Quick release. Well guys, midday update. It's getting warmer. I mean, it's gonna be up to like 72 today. It was like 46 this morning, but I was hoping the fish would be killing top water. It's been tough. I'm in the very back of this creek, and there's a ton of bait and a ton of tiny fish. I'm thinking about this run up towards Long Island. I don't know. I've heard the bite's good down lake, but I don't know down lake very well. I just don't like fishing clear water. I'm hoping there's a little bit of staying upriver, but I'm still gonna fish this back of this creek. There might be a big one out here with all these dinks. I know 90% of them are tiny ones, but every once in a while there's a big spot with them, or maybe a big largemouth. I'm struggling so far. I need to find 3 good ones. I mean, 1 kicker fish would change the day, but I need to get a pattern going. That's the main thing I've been having trouble with lately, and it's hard to do in the fall, find a good pattern. If I catch 3 good ones, let's see how it goes. God. Just had one kill a fluke on the first. Oh my gosh. I catch these all day, guys. I had one. God. It wasn't huge, but he'd been the biggest fish of the day. Got him that time. He come up and bit it 3 times. That's got to be the same fish. It's this little stumpy guy. Weird shaped fish. Don't even think he's 14 inches. I missed him again. Well, hooked him from the outside of the mouth. He kept hitting the head first. I watched him eat it twice. It has been just a tough day, guys. Gosh, watch him come eat off the top. I've watched 2 boats come through here, guys, and I'm still catching them. They're not big, though. I mean, tiny. That's what's back here feeding on Chad, I guess. Oh, that's a good fish. On the jig, get off that pole. There he is. He was around the pole. Oh, it's not even that big. He's a largemouth though, right where he should have been. I just said, why am I even throwing the jig? I seen a bluegill pop up there and threw it up there. It's like an irrigation pipe he had me on for a second. Frayed my line a little bit. Well, there's a 2-pound largemouth. If I had 3 of those, I'd have a chance maybe, but we're running out of time. Never give up. Not over till it's over. That's a big spot.
It's gonna be about
4 1/4.
4
Yeah.
4 1/2. It may go 4 1/2. That spot's way heavy.
I think he's full-blooded spot. He don't look like he got any largemouth in him. It'll be 6 pounds in the wintertime. That'd be my PB spot right there. That's a giant.
4 point.
Yeah, we ain't gonna win the whole shoot back.
435.
Well, guys, that's a tournament. It was tough. I mean, if I would have caught that last largemouth, I wouldn't even make the video. I mean, just terrible fishing. I'm not fishing well either. I mean, I made a bunch of bad casts. I'm just not on top of my game right now, but apparently everybody struggles, so it ain't just me. It makes me feel a little bit better, but 480 was second, but a guy had a giant spot, a 435 spot, a humongous spot. It would have been my PB. He's like 6.7 something. 2 little ones with it, but he had that giant one. And that's what won him the tournament, and nobody else was even close. I mean, last week, 5.51. I mean, the fishing's really tough right now. The fish are being real stingy. Fish is going to pick up soon. I mean, the pressure on the lake's hurting it, but I mean, everywhere is a struggle. You guys watch the Bassmasters at Gunnersville was tough. I mean, the FLW guys struggled here. I mean, it's tough everywhere right now. It ain't just this lake, but the pressure has to have something to do with it, I'm sure. I mean, the water temperature's down like 70. Usually they start biting them, but I think it just dropped so fast. They're not grouped up yet, but the small ones are in the back. They're grouped up. I just couldn't find the big ones, and big ones seem to be scattered. Won't be long, they'll be in the back creeks too, and we'll start catching them. It's going to get better soon. I don't know if I'm going to come next week. I mean, I've been struggling everywhere. It ain't just here. Before that fish, I mean, I've been trying to catch fish at pond. My ponds are all been terrible. I've caught like 3 fish and nothing over 2 pounds in like my last 5 trips. It's been tough everywhere I go. But like I said, usually early fall is really tough. It's going to pick up soon. at the ponds and at the lakes. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.